What's going on, everybody? It's Tnums again. So with the Christmas event this year, they released a new item called lures, which you can find in shops at the same strength as repels. So if you can find normal repels, you can find normal lures, and if you can find max repels, you should be able to find expert lures. Expert lures are going to give you your best bang for your buck. They increase encounter rates by 10%. I'm not sure if that actually works for fishing like Sticky Hold does, or if not, but it definitely works in the walking grass. Then foes are slightly stronger than normal Pokemon in the area. This is definitely noticeable while fishing. I was testing at Dragon Spiral Tower, and every single encounter pretty much is level 56 there, except for, I think it's Slowbro is the unique in that area, that are somewhere in the 30s. Then, you can encounter more foes at the same time, which are sometimes double battles in usual single encounter only and horde areas where you'll get to have two Pokemon in the battle. This used to only be a thing in Unova, I'm pretty sure, and now they've included it with lures in other areas and regions. And then you get a 5% chance to encounter lure-exclusive species, which is where this video comes in. I'm going to spend 1 hour at each of the new locations for Charmander, Squirtle, and Bulbasaur, because they moved all of these from their previous locations to new ones and made them lure-exclusive. I wanted specifically to get as many female starters as I could because they sell the best, so I went with a male cute charm Pokemon, and then for the second spot, it depended on which location I was in. For Bulbasaur, I had my Smeargle that knew Soak, False Swipe, Spore, and Flash, and then in the other two locations for Charmander and Squirtle, I was using just a standard Catching Breloom. But that Catching Breloom would also get swapped in during the double battles with the Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur, which was previously found underneath Cerulean City, can now be found in Viridian Forest. With the results of the first hour from Bulbasaur, I ended up using 13 lures, got 210 total encounters, with 14 Bulbasaur being among those. This one's on the lower side just because the battles with Bulbasaur take a little longer. Charmander used to be found in Rock Tunnel and has now been moved over to Route 3. There's a fly location on Route 4 right by the entrance to Mount Moon, and if you head down from there, you'll find the first grass patch where Charmander is now located. There's also a spot left of that grass patch, which is a little larger if you wanted to use that one. During the hour of Charmander, I only used up 10 lures. I got 272 encounters, and I found 8 Charmander. So a little less on the Charmanders, more overall encounters, and less lures used. Last and definitely not least is the most unique change of the bunch. Squirtle's old location was Seafoam Islands, which is a really late point in the game. You need surf, and it's down by Cinnabar Island, so you're generally not going to be in that area early on. Now, they put it just above Cerulean City in that grass patch by the water across Nugget Bridge. This lets you get access to all 3 starters now in a story run before even your 3rd badge. That's a pretty big change for stuff like Nuzlocke and just people that want to enjoy the game having all the starters. The final hour of results were another 10 lures used, and then I got 264 total encounters and ran across 12 Squirtles. Obviously, more time would need to be spent to see the encounter rates on the starters level out a little better, but that gave a pretty good idea of about how many lures you could expect to use in an hour. If you're hunting for a specific Pokemon and running from most encounters, I'd say you'll use between 10 and 15. If you're catching the majority of Pokemon you run into, you'll probably use much less. If you found this video entertaining and want to see more content like it, drop the channel a subscription and join the community so you don't miss out on any future uploads. We're closing in on 1,000 subscribers, and I can't wait to see what the future holds. I'll catch you in the next one.